Hello, my name is Shelley and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Jerusalem. In previous episode we declared war on Portugal in order to crush the revolution. We haven't won yet. There's actually quite a bit of troop movements in here. Seems like our, well, Spanish colonies in America are being pushed back a little bit by the Portuguese colonies. But at least in Europe, we've sieged down Portugal. We are now sieging down a bit further in Italy, although it's not going all that quickly yet. We are also saving... Oh, there we go, Jerusalem's been de-sieged. So these two armies can probably just go ahead and get to Albenga and then to Genoa and slowly get to Lucca, maybe? I don't know, actually, if we can reach that from here. Might not be able to. But one way or another, we are going to win the war against Portugal and Italy here, which are the main two participants in this particular war anyway. Oh, Gujarat has announced his arrival. Well, that's unfortunate for them. So, I suppose Perugia is something that we definitely want to give in this war. I think Salento could be another one. Oh, that's held by... Oh, right, we need to hand over the control of that for Papal States. Let's double check. Okay, so all of the southern areas are now part of their lands, or their occupation. If we give Napoli, that would already give them 2 forts... plus another province over there. That's probably going to be good enough. I don't think they'll take that anytime soon. But we'll still need to seize down all of Italy, essentially. But we can now get the Miltech, which is going to give us a bit more supply limit, which is going to be really handy. And infantry fire, of course. Oh, the next tech is going to be new infantry and cavalry again. Also, flanking range and infantry shock are going to be increased. That's very handy. We've got our troops moving into Italy now. I guess we could take the siege general already to Genoa. And the Spanish are following me. So we should be able to de-siege this quite a bit. I mean, oh, right. We could try well, I suppose Spain and Savoy are probably going to de-siege Savoy and capital right now. So we don't need to worry about that. Oh, okay, well... Wait, we are the career controller. We are? Aha! Right, what do we select as the thing? Absolutism? I don't know if we actually need that one. Although the -2 unrest in Catholic provinces is not bad right now, since with all the revolutionary ideas spreading around. Aggressive expansion impact -10% could be quite handy as well. Institution spread. To be fair, there is going to be an institution fairly shortly. So we'll take that one. Also, we'll just go ahead and invest in becoming the next career controller again. We have spend a decent bit, so we've got 40 in there. We can't increase the numbers right now. We could do the naval barrage in here already. We'll start with 7% siege on Genoa then. That's not too shabby. And slowly sieging down more and more in here. That's basically where the Italian troops are now. They've realized that they can't do much over here in the west because, well, everything's been sieged down. There's even some Songhai troops now in Portugal. That is a sad day for the Portuguese, I suppose. Oh, now they're moving a bit of their troops westward. Siege down on Balaga. I suppose we'll give control of that to Papal State. We could probably send in a bit more troops over here. Kazoo does have only 1 siege pip. I suppose we don't have any other generals, but we can get some more extra artillery in here for the siege, which is going to get us to the +8 from the artillery directly. There's a bit of revolt in Mush. Is that going to be... Yeah, that's going to be dealt with already, so that's fine. Don't need to worry about that one too much. I guess Genoa is going to be sieged down fairly quickly. Lucca, if we can get to there. I suppose once we get Firenze, which we got 35% of winning that siege already. So that's probably going to happen sooner or later. Oh, we lost Zeta. I mean, at least this has been keeping the Italian troops quite busy for a while now. We've still got a decent bit of... Oh, there we go. Genoa's been sieged down. Let's give this over... Well, actually, not going to bother giving everything to... Papal State, because they're not actually going to be able to get more than the few provinces that we already assigned to them. We could probably send Sir Jody to help with the siege in Pavia. Oh, well, we did help a little bit with the extra artillery, that's for sure. There's the 55,000 men in here. Are they going to go... I don't know where they're actually heading to. Plus, we could move this one to be on Monferrato. So if need be, we can move in to help with some of these sieges. Oh, RW's got a revolt. Well, we are going to be dealing with all of these eventually. It's just there's so many revolts going everywhere. Hopefully after this war there's going to be a bit less at least. At least the revolutionary zeal should be going down a decent chunk. And hopefully the battle in Firenze will, or the siege in Firenze will be over soon. We've been sieging that down for a good while now. Close to a year at least. Oh, there seems to be a battle happening in Milano. I'm going to send in some troops to help there, although I don't know if I can get there in time. It looks like there's more Spanish underway here. Oh, no, 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 no. We got pushed out of there. Well, we got the siege of Firenze done. Oh, the Babel troops are moving in here, so I suppose we'll move in one army there. Another army there. These two can probably start heading northward as well. So the Italian capital siege is probably going to be fairly quick, all things considered. They got 100,000 men at least in here. They should still have a, well, decent bit of troops in the east as well, but I think they've got some more troops elsewhere. I don't know where exactly they went. Got a bit of ships there. But Italy, you've got a decent bit of war exhaustion already, but you're not willing to give up the war quite yet. Now, if only the Papal States would give the control of the Lucca siege to me, that'd be so much better. Oh, hold on a bit. What? Oh, that was the army that... Oh, bollocks. Well, we just lost an army then. Do we have an army that... Well, I guess we could give general to this army then, because I'm pretty sure that we did have a general in there. Yeah, we did. Alright, well, we'll get that one. We'll go ahead and recruit a new army instead. After clicking all the wrong buttons. Right, so let's get an army right about there. So that's going to be taking care of the rebel suppression in Western Africa then. Or Northwestern Africa. From now on. There we go, there's the sieges going in there. They still need to siege down Vado again. Okay, I can't get to there. From either one of these. Oh, because there's also Pergamo, okay. Well, we'll get the siege in Lucca done fairly shortly, I hope. Kosovo's got some revolutionary ideas. Just keeps on spreading further and further. But technically speaking, with two armies, we could probably clear out those quite easily. Speaking of which, we've got an army over here. Let's go ahead and transport that over. And if we can get into defensive terrain over here, for example, it's woods, so it could be quite easy. They got a lot of cannons there. There's also a lot of French troops moving through. Where are the French troops going to? Oh, right, they're going to... Right, Eastern Africa. They've got a long way to march, but at least they can do that all the way through my lands, basically. Oh, there we go. That's one revolution done. RW is going to be flipping over to R's control soon enough anyway. They're winning a bit of the sieges in here. We did at least push them back with that one. We'll send the army, or the fleet rather, in here, because the new rebel suppression army is starting to form up. Still is waiting for a bit of troops to arrive. What are they sieging now? Ah, right, okay, that's going to be quite an easy siege for them, I reckon. We've got fairly good general in here. I suspect that we can, if nothing else, we can at least keep them at bay. I don't think they want to necessarily... Oh, and we are cashing that 1,000 men army there. But it's only 1,000 men. There we go. Siege of Lucca completed in about 4 months' time. So that's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and start moving a bit of troops into... Where are the Italian moving now? They must be somewhere in here. I don't know where exactly they went. But Italy, you're still high enthusiasm. I can appreciate that. But at the same time, I kind of want you to give up already. We've got a bit of an advantage in the numbers on this battle here. My goodness, we got a whole lot of fleets in here. Majority of that is light ships, admittedly. And we just sank a lot of their ships there. We captured 21 ships, and that's a 2.3 war score from that, actually. Now, we do have the ticking war score, at least. Italy's got 6 war exhaustion. They're not willing to make any truces yet. It's 54 enthusiasm, so that has at least gone down a lot. Partially because they've had such a massive amount of provinces sieged down, but, well, it helps, I suppose. Did we... Oh, yeah, we got the transports in here. I'm just going to go ahead and get that to Ravenna. And we've got one more army in here as a reserve, but we'll send in this army to help maybe de-siege some of this, or at least catch off that Italian army. No, now they're moving that army away. Can I get around there? Oh, I have to go around a long way, so probably not then. Let's go to Pranekevo. And also Kosovo. Go ahead and help with the blockade there. I suppose since we've sieged down everything in there, we can move our fleet over here to Adriatic to help blockade some of that. So how's the siege in Pavia? We're not the ones in leading of the siege there, so it's not necessarily going all that quickly. Oh, the Italians have returned to Spain. Alright then. Speaking of Spain, well, we've got some troops in... Well, it's not really Spain, but speaking of this region of the world anyway. We've got the army that we started building up almost ready, I reckon. I mean, there's quite a bit of troops already in there. So I guess we could go ahead and cancel your duties there. And transport this over somewhere else. For example, down here, because if I remember correctly, that general had quite a bit of siege pips. There we go, siege of Pavia completed in about a year. There we go, we got at least a few more armies in here still. How's Italy's enthusiasm now? It's 64. Oh, there's a battle over there. I don't think I can actually reach that in time. What I could do, though, I could actually go ahead and take 2 armies from here and start heading to intercept some of these sieging armies. Especially if we could break that siege before they get it done. That'd be quite handy. We've got a bit of allies in here. I think we may need to actually go ahead and send in another army to help with the sieges. There's 110,000 men in Milano, so I think that siege is sorted. Manpower-wise. Let's go ahead and move into the siege in Roslon. Where's the other army? I don't know, actually. Let's keep this one... Well, it's following at least, so we'll keep it going in there. We'll keep these army... Oh, there's another army, okay. We've got 100,000 men there. We're taking Kosovo. I guess we could go to Zeta. It's not really the easiest place to go to. Oh, we got a 3 siege leader over here. You know what? You go to Zeta. Well, you got 3... Oh. Alright, let's move you here, then. Larking and then move aside to be a bit of a reserve leader in there. That should make a bit of difference with sieges. At least in theory. In practice, it might not be all that much of an impact. So we did catch some of the troops already in here. We're on the defense side. We're taking a bit of damage admittedly, but now we've got the reinforcements and their flanks are folding and now the entire army folded. Well, we didn't stack wipe them admittedly, but it's pretty much as close as we can get right now. Let's actually go ahead and clear the siege of Burgos. Probably try to cut them off in Labor as well. In case they decide to start running, which it's also a possibility. We've got 70% war score already. Italy is still not ready to make a truce, although... Let's actually have a look. I don't think they are ready to take the peace deal. It's a bit high price for them. Well, it's only 3 provinces, mind you, but it's 2 forts of max level, essentially, and then 1 extra province on top of that. And since they are only... Well, they're not co-belligerent, it's more expensive, but regardless. Should be able to catch this. I mean, we've got the 10% speed boost already on our armies. And there is a small army in here. Oh, hello. Force march. Can I catch that? No, not yet. He's down Cremona. They got a bit of armies over here that are retreating. We can probably go to Como to start sieging that one down. There's some Papal States armies that are moving in, and these armies are moving in there. We don't actually need to force march any further. They're not going to win the siege, and we're going to be defending hillsides here. Oh, they are melting it. That was a stack wipe, actually. For a low cost of 13,000 men, we stack wipe an army of 70,000 men. Or so, and half of that, actually more than half of that was artillery, so that's gotta hurt. A lot. No, I'm gonna send one of these armies down south already. We got this army ready to start doing some rebel suppression, hopefully. Unfortunately, can't reach through Morocco, but I suppose we could start, speaking of Morocco, we could start gathering a bit of troops to start sieging Morocco down as well, after the war is done, because I don't think I'll be taking too much land from this war directly. Oh, and another revolt over there. Well, that will be dealt with. Right, well, I suppose we could just utilize the extra cannons in here for now. So at least the siege of Pranichevo will be done a bit sooner. And that might... Oh, there we go, walls breached there. Bribes growing more accepted. Well, that's not good. But I think we're going to be reducing the corruption fairly quickly, so I'm not too worried about it. A bit of an army over here, I suppose. It's going to go ahead and move that to Novara. So, Italy. Are you still high enthusiasm? I believe you are. Well, I mean, one way or another, we will break you. Actually, how much troops do they still have? Oh, wow, they lost 845,000 men. Both sides have lost roughly 400,000 attrition. And we've, like, besides attrition, we lost about 274,000 men in combat. So that's honestly not too bad. Our side has lost quite a few ships, but, you know, I haven't lost much. I've lost 10 ships total, which is to be expected, but I've captured much more than that, so as per usual, each war ends up with me having more ships than I start with. Okay, that one's heading west. if we have a look at the troop counts now, so the Italians still have 143,000. No, that's the manpower. They got 74,000 total army. Portugal's got 210,000. Colombia's got 114,000. Ideas of huge Doria. Revolutionary ideas spread to Greece. Or 20 regiments rise up in... We're gonna burn in. Or at least the books. So which one of these was the siege... Right, Larkin is not the siege general, so we'll send that one down south. Clear with that revolution. I'm gonna stop revolution one way or another. Admittedly, we did go pretty high on absolutism, so that's part of the reason why it's kind of costly for us right now. Oh, there's the Italian troops. We've got some troops heading in here at least. That's pretty much all the armies that they sent in. And this siege got slowed down a little bit. We might still win that soon-ish. Well, there we go. Victory at Thessaly. So I guess we'll just send this one to Pranizevo again. Then we could maybe go and DC Belgrade with these two armies. We don't necessarily want to send too much troops into the mountain fort. Mostly because it is a lot of attrition in there, I reckon. So Italy, you're not still willing to take the peace deal, are you? Nope. I mean, the value or the cost is quite high. Maybe if we don't give that one, you might be more... Yeah, that's actually a lot closer now. So one or two of these sieges done, and then they might give up. Or if we just, you know, stack wipe the rest of the armies, that'll probably help. Fortification neglect. Okay, we're going to take a bit of reduced defensiveness into book. It's not really a fort that gets sieged down all that often. There we go, Navarra's been sieged down. Oh, right, so that's where the armies are. Guess I could go ahead and help in Colmo and then just speed up the siege there. It's now 28% chance of winning. That's already a pretty decent boost there. Oh, right. I think the Portuguese probably have a lot of troops in here. So, well, actually... Oh, that's all Pasai. Oh! So now it's Pasai that's got the Center of Revolution. Alright, then. The houses be... Oh, right. So Portugal made a truce with the... Yeah. Okay, they're only fighting me now. Or us. Oh, user forgiven. Okay, we can take that one once again. Expired, and we immediately took it back. I mean, that's kind of it's a little bit broken on how much people influence you can get if you focus on it fully, but I suppose you need to sacrifice a decent bit to get to that point. We're going to afford spending 6,000 ducats. And there we go, the DC is just complete. I'll go to Belgrade with these two armies. Oh, and now that we DC'd Bosnia, the fortress can be rebuilt. Well, people say it's going to be DC'd for us, to be fair, but still. That's one of the reasons why I feel like it's fair that... Oh, there we go. To Como, and we lost the Admiral somewhere. I could take these two armies. Go and fight off the Italian troops, what they have left anyway. We've got 80,000 men plus whatever allies we have here. Which isn't all that many. There's an army of Papal States, an army of Savoy, but that's about it. Go and chase after them. I think they are currently going through here. Yep, they're in Austria right now. They're probably using forced march, actually. Because they're moving so damn quickly. How about you get the forced march? We'll see if we can't catch them. We're gonna at least... Oh, now we don't know which way they went. Let's check Munich. Okay, so they went north, I reckon. They're probably trying to backtrack in here. Oh well, we'll just go ahead and get to Istria or something. And then this one can start sieging down the remaining ports that they have in here. So if we can... oh, there we go. This is a victory. Herzegovina is another fort that we need to siege down. It's another mountain fort as well. But that's de-sieging some of these areas automatically. So, oh, aha, Portugal is now medium enthusiasm. And Italy is down to 27, so Italy might actually be taking the peace deal soon. And we still need 10 more points. Well, I suppose... oh, that's where the armies are. At least we found them. We are next to them. I guess we'll just wait for the reinforcements to arrive. They are a bit slower. But once we get that siege done... Oh, Stettin no longer has military access through us. I wonder if they're gonna... Oh, they're going to Mantua. No, they're not. Oh, now they're going back north. Okay. They keep on switching which way they want to go. We'll send this one to Istria. For the time being, at least. And we should be able to get some of these sieges done fairly quickly, I reckon. Oh, right. We did get the siege done in Pergamo. So, Italy, would you take the peace deal now? No, not quite yet. That's pretty close, though. Oh, right, we've got the D-Siege going in Savoy once again. Revolt in Bosnia. Well, that's going to be dealt by the Papal's troops there, so that's good. It's still spreading a lot of revolutions in my territories. We need to crush that bloody revolution. I mean, it's present in a decent chunk of our territories already, and that's a whole lot of unrest that we get from that. Which is why it's very crucial that we crush the revolution. Oh, that's where they got... Okay, I don't think I can get there in time with my troops, although I suppose I could give it a try to at least get closer. Nope, Belgrade has been besieged. We'll go around a little bit. Oh, there we go. People say siege down Istria. I'm gonna go to Zara. And Maradin's got a bit of a role there. I think, well, the army's going to be taking care of that over there in Persia, so that's good. And since we got that siege down, yeah, so all of that is underway. I guess we could send Larkin to help with the siege of Herzegovina. And then we're going to send another army up here into Italy to break them once and for all. They are pretty close to giving up with this war, admittedly. If we can just get one good victory against them. I don't know where exactly they're going. I think they might be trying to go to Spain once again. Or the force march, we're just trying to catch them. I don't know where exactly they're... Oh, there they are. They're down to 66,000. I don't think they have a lot of manpower left, do they? No, they've still got 136,000. Colombia, on the other hand, has 0. Portugal has basically 0. They've got quite a bit of troops, though. They are a little bit low on the manpower side of things. But I believe Italy will now take the peace deal. Yeah, they will. So they lost a lot of troops. They ceded 2 provinces to Papal States, which reduces their strength and improves the situation for the next war, because there's 2 less force that we need. Well, I don't think we'll actually necessarily have another war against it. Well, actually, no, we probably will. Oh yeah, I could have press for these areas. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I think the next war that we are going to have, though, is probably going to be either against Russia, or, well, actually, no, there's going to be the war against Morocco, but for that, we don't actually need to worry about too much. They're still guaranteed by Portugal, but if we declare the war now, Portugal won't be able to join there. We can crush the revolution. Is that going to give us, yeah, it does allow the conquest for half the cost and half the accuracy expansion. So, yeah, that seems like a smart idea. Also, Jody doesn't have all that many siege pip, and this army over here has only got 1 as well. I'm just going to go ahead and send in the troops there. I guess this one's dealing with the rebel suppression. It can't go through the areas yet. But after this war, it probably will. And I guess what we can do is we can take Larkin, for example. Get a bit of a ship from here. Spokane, oh, nice that Antioch can probably be moved a little bit closer to home. Preparing for another war in the east. We still got the army in here. I guess we could move down to Morocco. Oh, right, they managed to seize down that. Okay, so now that Italy is out of the war, would you be... Okay, you're not willing to take the peace deal yet. Suppose you would be losing a bit of territory there. I can't really take that one myself. I don't really need land from Portugal directly. But if I can reduce the size of them, that'd be nice. So if I don't take those, would they take the peace deal? Almost. Alright then, well, we've still got the ticking war score, I presume. Oh, there's a bit of fleet over there. I suppose we don't need the fleet on this end anymore, do we? Let's go ahead and deal with the fleet in Barbary Coast. I guess this fleet could also go ahead and help blockade most of this area. I guess we've got a fleet next door as well, so might as well utilize that one. So start with minus 35% in siege affairs. I think that'll go fairly good, all things considered. And this army, I suppose, is not going anywhere yet. We could probably just go ahead and send that to Caucasia. I'm not going east already. We don't have any more armies in Italy, do we? No. Still got the transport fleet over here. To be fair, we might want to have one of the transport fleet back in... I'll probably just take that to Jaffa, so we can move this Knights of Jerusalem army around for the time being. How's the force limit right now? So we're still going to have a lot more troops, admittedly. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and recruit another army somewhere around here. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. It's going to be recruiting next to Rebellion there. But that's going to be dealt with soon enough anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Still got a whole lot of money as well. There we go. Italy's a bit weaker. Morocco is trying to siege down a bit of the areas over here, but I'm not too worried about that one. Portugal, are you willing to take the peace deal? Not yet. There's -5 there still. But we should be able to get this army. I suppose we'll just go around here. And then we can start sieging down some of that area. So I'm pretty sure that Morocco has... They got a fairly small army. They got a bit of troops in here, but that's about it. We got a bit of ships as well, but that's hardly an issue either. But we did lose another leader. Lost the army of... Or Knights of Jerusalem, so we'll need a new one here. 6642. Okay, that's pretty decent fighting general. So that'll be probably used quite a bit. Now we've still got 99,000 manpower. We probably will need a bit more than that, but it's a good start. Well, we will probably spend quite a bit of manpower in this war. It's probably not going to be too bad in the end. So what about the Portuguese? Are they willing to take the peace deal? No, but in about 2 months they might. There we go. Well, we have 0% chance of winning the siege in pairs, but that's probably not going to be too long of a siege in the end. We might need to get a bit of extra troops in... Oh, right, so we did win the sea battle over here, I presume. They're not blockading anything else, so that gives me a bit of a pretty good idea that that was probably what happened. We've got 2 fleets in here, so I guess we could split this up a little bit. Make sure that we blockade all of that. Although it's not necessarily the best idea to blockade all of your own occupied territories. It doesn't really do good things for the turmoil in there. There we go. That's one siege done. Right, I was going to move Larkin to the western areas, so western North Africa as well. That's why we brought in the transports here. I actually wonder if we were to get the war done over here first. Oh, right, okay. We could vassalize them. But if we dismantle the revolution and then we can start taking the provinces, how much can we take? Can we take all of it? Oh no, we can't. Okay. What would it cost to take the vassal then? That's not too bad. So if we take most of that, we'll leave that a small vassal, and then we're going to annex that later. Maybe we can do this war before the war against Portugal ends. To be fair, it's probably possible. We just need to get a bit more troops here to continue with the sieging. Get the troops moving sooner through there. So there's a bit of Spanish troops in here, but Spain's not part of the war against Morocco. So I don't know what they're doing in there. They're not really helping the situation, that's for sure. But neither is my second army just moving through there. I'm just going to go ahead and get in here. Blockade that army in there so it's not going to move anywhere. And then we can continue sieging at our own leisure. Siege of Fez is already at 49%, so I think we're going to win that soon. The revolution is still spreading. Although Portugal might be... I wonder if there's anything else in the treaties that we could ask. Give our claims? War reparations? Release nations? No. Oh yeah, revoke core. Oh right, could we actually ask for the... Oh, we could ask for, well, one province at least. I guess that's kind of good enough. Spain would approve of that. No one else necessarily wouldn't, but that's alright. We're not really asking their opinion, let's be honest. So their side lost 1 million men, we lost 885,000. If we still were able to get the achievements on this run, then we would have been fairly close to getting that. End of a revolution, there we go. The Saudis are rounded up mercilessly, the silent majority has turned to dusting off their old monarchist symbols. There we go, so maybe... no, there's still revolutionary ideas, so there's still quite a bit of unrest. But at least there is no one currently being the revolution. But there is a whole lot of stuff in here. Hey, Siege of Fez has been won. Good. So now we can start pushing a bit further down south with these 2 armies. I suspect that Morocco will probably give up with this revolution of theirs soon enough anyway. Oh, Hamadan's got a bit of revolution. Well, that will be dealt with. And, okay, that will probably be dealt with as well. But with a different army. Well, it's a good thing that those are actually different regions of the rebels' oppression, so those will be dealt with separately. And Larkin is not a siege general, so I'm going to go ahead and send you down south to Dra. Ooh, trade company boom. I'll take the plus 10% efficiency. I think the money you get is like pretty much the same, unless you can increase your income even further after that. But yeah, it's we're getting 2,100 ducats total income per month, of which we were getting 1,200 to the treasury. So, yeah, like at this point, there's not a lot of challenge, I admit. But we're just trying to achieve the goals that we set at the start of the game. Oh, Dreams Unlimited crushed. Alright then, well, Portugal is at least, oh, they got a bit of revanchism. That doesn't surprise me, to be fair. Go ahead and start the siege in Marrakesh. So I suspect that they might be taking the peace deal soon. Well, no, not yet. Okay. Well, if we can beat down the armies, which technically speaking, our army is pretty decent. We've got decent troops there as well. We'll get the -1 for the crossing. But we've got more troops. We've got quite battle-hardened troops, so we've got a massive discipline advantage. So this might be very much a stack wipe. Or very close to one, at least. It wasn't quite a stack wipe. But we're going to stack wipe them over there next. Okay, let's just go ahead and help the siege in Marrakesh. So, we've got 70% war score. They are not willing to take the peace deal yet, but we are getting closer and closer once we stack wipe that. There we go. That's going to reduce their enthusiasm even further. And thus, yeah, I'd say we're getting pretty good in here. They got a bit of war exhaustion, not too much yet. We've got, or they've got basically no armies whatsoever, so that does help. Let's go ahead and de-siege some of this area. In the meanwhile, oh, there's a siege going on. Oh, right, the troops in Qatar. Are you, well, you're gonna go de-siege that, are you? Well, that's almost de-siege already. Will that allow you to go in here? Oh, there we go. So that's gonna be dealing with the rebellion, finally. But it was a bit of a long distance to go and deal with that. Oh, revolt in tires. Alright then. Well, slowly but surely we're dealing with all these rebellions. But the revolution has still, or will not go away, apparently. At least not yet. I think the next thing is probably going to be the unrestricted conquest, quite frankly. On the Splendor things. Also, is there any... Ah, right, we could get the sanctioned dynasties and more improved relations. Or devotion as well. And it seems like we've seized down most of this. We'll just go and de-siege Ifni. And I suspect that or Morocco rather, not Portugal, will probably give up soon. How far on the tech are we? We're pretty far. Oh wow, we've got quite a lot of Diplo points as well. There we go. Ship durability for the fleet there. And we've got, well, for the Admiral there. There's another revolt. Slowly dealing with them, but it's just, it's time consuming to get, oh right, let's get the ignore coring distance. There we go, so now we should be able to basically conquer anything or anywhere that we want. I suppose we could send this army down to Egypt already. It's a bit of a long distance, but it'll have some time. We can help, maybe help dealing with some of the rebellions, then we'll maybe do a quick war against Somalia. They got a few allies, but it's nothing too bad. So we can get that sorted, and then there's still Revolutionary Yas, there's Hormuz, there's Timurids, and Russia, and I suppose technically speaking Italy and Austria. Maybe we can leave the Balkans be like that. Was a bit of a added bonus in there, but the priority was to be more over here in the traditionally more Muslim areas. Anyway, the Balkans was just, you know, a nice bonus since we got the mission done that gave us cores on all claims on all of it. We should be able to get this siege done soon, and then that's going to allow us to get the victory over the war, I reckon. I'd imagine, at least. Otherwise, it's going to wait until, I don't know. I mean, we are pretty close to full war score, so I guess that does help. There we go, we dealt with the rebellion in Aden. Malindi wants to go through my lands. Everyone just wants to go through my lands. I mean, admittedly, I've got quite a well-connected nation. Or empire here, so it kind of makes sense, I do admit. Oh, Revolution of Brazil. Was that true? No, that was something else. It was something revolutionary, but I didn't check the name too carefully. Oh wow, Russia's taking a decent chunk of China, that's for sure. I mean, they already had most of Manchuria already in their hands. But now they're also gone into the mainland. Or into the China proper. So yeah, that's interesting. We should be able to get this siege done right about now. Oh, no. We didn't get that done yet. We could spend the points, but that would only give us +1 for the siege, so that's not really important. And we're at least gaining a little bit manpower, although we're still paying quite a bit per month on all of that. So could we perhaps go ahead and get some more soldier houses? I mean, we could, but none of those are really all that great. I suppose one of the things that we do have going for us is we got a decent chunk extra governing capacity now. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were spending that little on... Well, I suppose we did build a whole lot of town halls and all that, so that makes sense. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and make this into a state. What else? I suppose this would be a okay amount, or okay region to take. A lot of this area, so basically it needs to be kind of either in Egypt or somewhere around here, so that it's not going to be competing with the trade companies. I guess this could be also made into a state. Oh, actually, can we get the... Oh yeah, Upper Yemen. We'll get that one. That's going to be a whole lot of development from there. So now if we have a look, we've got quite a bit more. How's the governing capacity looking like? We've still got so much room in there. Okay, okay. Although I don't know if actually that number has updated already. I guess we're going to have a look at that. Oh, I think it has increased there slowly along the way. So how's the... Okay, so Kurdish is now 4%. We've got a pretty good selection of things in here for sure. But that does give us a decent bit more cores, which also increases the amount of things that we can maybe build in those areas. Like the soldier... Well, maybe not the soldier households too much right now. What about the trading fields? None of those are particularly good right now. I'm sure that there's some other good things, like maybe some... Well, none of the manufacturers are really all that great either. Counting houses, well, there's at least one good one. That's a decent one since it has the previous level already. There we go. Let's just get... I know that we're quite a bit over time for this episode. We'll just go ahead and get the siege done. Then we can... well, siege and the peace done, I suppose, mostly. Oh, there we go. Oh, unconditional surrender. Oh, that's lovely. In that case... was it so that we can't demand the... Let's actually double check. No, we can't take all of it. Oh, right, we can't annex it completely with that, but we can vassalize them. Technically speaking, we could take more, but I think we'll just go with this one. So they are now vassal. And go ahead and core everything. Oh, and we did get another... Oh. Can we upgrade there? Yeah, we could. Okay, well, we've got some more great works at least available. And now we've got a land bridge all the way through, so this one can just take over the rebel suppression on the entire area. And we've got these two armies that we can probably just send over east. But with that, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you have it already, I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.